Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are doing gameplay with the brand new Galaxy Opal Victor Wembanyama. This is the free Wemby, and therefore the Wemby that I think the vast majority of us are probably going to be running, because if you're not gambling, you're not getting any of the Dark Matter Wembys unless you are just the luckiest man alive and pull something good with MT, which does happen. I know it happens. I pulled Ron Artest with MT a couple weeks ago. I know it happens. So if that's you, congratulations, but for most of us, we're kind of we're resigned, I should say, to this card if we do want to use a new version of Wemby. So before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 30,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. So basically, this Wembanyama is his pink diamond statistically, pretty much, with a release on very quick and better stats and badges, or better badges, basically. That's pretty much all he is. 7'4", 94 offense, 99 defense. The stats are not absurd, but they're not bad. 87 three-pointer, 90 standing, 80 driving dunk, 79 ball handle means with a coach Mike D'Antoni, and a shoe, you can burst with him. He's got 97 block, 92 steal, 84 perimeter, 94 interior, 94 offensive, and 95 defensive rebounding. The speed is the biggest flaw. 79 means with a shoe and a coach, that's still only 87. Not ideal, but not horrifically slow for a 7'4" player either. And 86 lateral quickness could be a little better as well. I would also boost that as part of the shoe. Now, his Hoff badges are admittedly pretty good. Posterizer, rise up, catch and shoot, corner specialist, green machine, guard up, anchor, chase down, interceptor, post lockdown, pogo stick, box up, beast, rebound chaser, precision dunker, big driver, and physical handles. Interestingly, and not totally surprisingly, but he does only have gold brick wall, gold immovable enforcer, but at least he does have all those badges on gold. And still, yes, he only has 6 badge slots, but if you were to add a couple of shooting badges and then maybe a fast twitch, and then maybe, I would go fast twitch, a couple shooting badges, potentially something along the lines of a bulldozer or a speed booster, things of that nature. But in general, he's just not missing a ton of crucial badges. I mean, shooting badges would be nice to have for sure, but in general, he's not a bad looking card, even as a basic option. And that's the good thing about this card is he's 7'4". He's free, and he's got his release on very quick, and he's not bad. Like Dark Matter or Pink Diamond Wemby was still not horrible, and this is Pink Diamond Wemby, but better, is basically all this card is. And that's okay. Like, if you badge him out, he is actually good, and he can actually solidly compete. Now, he is not GOAT Wembanyama or 100 overall Wembanyama or even the Dark Matter Wembys. He's not. But if you are looking to use a Wemby, this card is usable, he is free, and he is not bad, and I am glad that they changed his release at least. I will say that's fire. The normal fade is not a bad fade either. I can definitely work with that, especially if you were to add Agent 3 to him. So again, add a couple of shooting badges, and add some just overall badge him, add a shoe, that type of stuff, and this Wemby is going to be just fine. If you boost up the 3-ball, boost up that lateral quickness and the speed, and then boost up some of his badges, you're going to get yourself a really, really good free big. Like, legitimately, this Wemby is one of the better free bigs in the game. So a card that I'm actually excited to use, and let's hop into a game, see what this free Wemby can do. All right, so hopping into this gameplay, this is not going to be your normal gameplay video because I am post-comming it, but my mic glitched while playing this game, and I think this game is too good to not showcase this Opal Wemby. As y'all can see, Opal Wembanyama at center is matched up against 100 overall Yao, who is the glitchiest card in the game. Him and Goat Yao are the glitchiest, or him and Goat Wemby are the glitchiest cards in the game. And then you have Dark Matter Wemby at power forward, a 6'11" point guard, 7-foot small forward, and Glenn Rice. One of the best teams you could possibly have, and certainly one of the most overpowered and glitchy teams size-wise that you can have. So this is a great matchup, and this game was too good for me to not show despite the fact that the audio glitched. So I am going to showcase it in this video, and we're going to post-com this gameplay, which I generally don't do. But we win the tip in this one, starting off immediately wanting to attack and just see if we can get Wemby open, and he immediately switches the screen. And because I see him switch the screen, I know that that kind of means, I didn't want to go up with that, by the way. That was intended to be a pump fake right there. But I saw him switch the screen, and I'm like, yeah, he's a sweat. He's got a great team, and he's sweating. Run and switch all and stuff. His Yao steps out of bounds. Honestly, kind of a lucky stop by me, but we get ourselves a stop, and we will take that. Moving on to the next possession with our opportunity. 18 seconds left in the game, not taken away at all. Still a tie game. So first, our real offensive possession here, getting into this, immediately trying to slip the screen. Couldn't really slip him behind Jokic, though. That's the value, again, of a 7-foot Jokic, and he does a good job there. We do get inside and get another bad animation, honestly. That would have been a dunk in all likelihood based on the position that we were getting, but we got that shove, pick up the ball animation that stumbled out of bounds, and Wemby is unable to finish there as well, which is kind of a frustrating start to the game to get that animation after going up on a shot that I wasn't even trying to take up the previous possession. But comes out here, runs a 3-point play. And it was a good three-point play. I didn't really recognize it initially. He got an open three, and he missed it. So, again, kind of both of us selling in one way or another with the game not going our way, but also just not executing perfectly. Catch the slip there. He's X-switching every screen again, but I got a big mismatch there physically. 7'4" Wemby against a 6'8" Glenn Rice. Glenn Rice is one of the best cards in the game still. But that's a mismatch that is going to be favorable to us, and he doesn't help down far enough with Yao or stay down far enough with Yao. So we're able to attack that mismatch and get ourselves a bucket. Now, playing the slip here, I recover out top. This, I didn't really probably need to jump, but I wanted to jump, make sure I got a contest, and I wind up fouling, which is unfortunate. But it's kind of my fault. At the same time, that's probably the biggest flaw of Wemby right there that you just saw. This Wemby is only 79 speed, which means only 87, even with coach and shoe. Not unbelievably fast. Not liability slow, especially at 7'4", but not incredibly fast. And so that is probably his biggest issue, and he's not able to like quite have the range to guard as many pops and things of that nature. Quick slipping the screen early there. He gets almost a CPU stop with Jokic, but that was fine. That was the last possession I feel like where we really had significant struggle. That's not totally true. We had a couple of possessions that were a struggle, but that one, able to get a dunk over Jokic. Again, I'm trying to attack mismatches. I quick slip that screen early manually there as well. Manually get through that screen perfectly to counter that play, but he comes out here and he's got another step to that play as well. He probably should have shot that, but he didn't. He shoots the fade instead from the mid-range, knocks that one down. Either way, still winds up with points on the possession, and we have ourselves a tie game here at 4. Again, trying to attack. I have an open dunk here with Clyde, and I consider taking it. Spacing is really questionable there. I don't know why it took Wemby so far to space out. He could have easily been in the corner and an open 3, but either way, he winds up with a mid-range, and we knock it down. The release being on very quick is definitely a plus. Now, again, only 79 speed, basically 87 with the coach and shoe. Either way, still good enough, I think, to stay in front of Yao. Now, how you counter that, I don't know. I don't really think I can with Wemby, honestly. Yao is bigger. That step back creates insane separation. Yao is much faster. That's an almost impossible shot to counter. I don't know what to tell you about that one, to be honest. But you live. Drive the ball with Wemby here. Trying to get inside again for a bucket. It's not there. Quick slip in the screen manually. Again, trying to just find opportunities to score. Again, quick slip in the screen manually. I'm trying to force the slip if I can. And he almost gets the steal with Yao. Again, dude is not a terrible player. He did a good job there, I thought, defensively. But luckily, we were still able to get ourselves that bucket. Trying to help here, just create a little bit of indecision. And we create exactly that. Terrible pass. Should have been a steal. Wasn't a steal. He goes up with it anyway, and it winds up being a stop. And all of a sudden, you start to see him getting a little rattled. Wemby runs the floor in transition, shows off that, again, he has enough speed, especially at his size, to be very capable. And then he's able to recover back in transition in time, too, and able to get back on Yao before Yao could beat him up the court. So, again, doing really well. Not sure, again, what you want me to do with that step back. That's almost impossible to contest, but he missed it again, or he missed it that time, so that winds up working out. Resetting up top here. Willing to score without Wemby if I need to, but again, I'd like to get Wemby open if at all possible. Not open, and he doesn't up the pop at all, so I'm just willing to take my standing dunk there. And all of a sudden, it's 12-6 lead. Found a way to get a couple stops in a row, and yes, this dude has one of the best teams in the game, and certainly size-wise one of the glitchiest, but all of a sudden, he's rattled. Bad fade. We get a little bit of a contest, and that's all we need to force the miss, and we're in a position to control the game all of a sudden. Quick slip the screen early. He's coming high again to try to X-switch it. It's his own fault, and I'll take my dunk. I'll be honest, I did not need to pause that, but I was kind of being toxic. I'll be honest. This dude's team is so good and so gambling that I was getting a little toxic in this one. Didn't really need to be fair. He should have shot that, by the way. Should have shot this one as well. Didn't. He's very rattled at this point. And yes, he winds up scoring on the inside of Wemby, but he had a couple of three-point opportunities there, and he didn't shoot them. You could tell he's getting rattled. Again, this game just goes to show you need more than just the best cards in the game to win, though. And we're showcasing exactly that. Wemby doing an exceptional job. Might have been able to hit him there, but again, we just reset up top. Go back to this quick slip. Again, quick slip the screen. See if we can get into dunking position. We do exactly that again, getting ourselves yet another dunk. 14 points and 2 rebounds now for Wemby. Just finding ways to score every single possession pretty much and just taking what's there. That could have easily been a steal, by the way. That slip right there for Wemby. Both the bump and the pass that he threw, honestly, could have easily been steals. Neither of them wind up being steals, and he gets points, but it doesn't really matter at this point. With 45 seconds left in the game, he's kind of out of luck. I mean, yes, you have, I guess you have the size to kind of match up there, but you don't really have the size for everything. And he's trying his best, but we're doing a good job in this game of making the right play consistently. Again, he's not expecting the 3-hunt. I've been going to Wemby off the slip all game. So we instead go to the 3-hunting move there, and Ron Artest gets himself an open 3-ball and just have managed to implement Wemby into this team phenomenally. Playing his pop there, just in his head defensively, just outplaying the crap out of our opponent at this point in the game, to be completely honest. Very, very pleased by what Wemby was able to do in this one. One more time, trying to slip the screen. pop is he's overplaying the pop. And I saw him overplaying the pop, by the way, and I was like, I'm getting a 3 here. And so I do exactly that. I get myself a 3 ball and pause him again to get a 3 to end the game because I see him overplaying the crap out of Wemby there. He even ran away from the ball handler there to go play the pop at the end of the possession. He knows I'm going to Wemby, so we take our 3 with Glenn Rice as well, our 4-pointer instead, actually, and absolutely destroy this dude. Just not a competitive gameplay, honestly. This Wembanyama card dominated against one of the best squads in my team. Yes, he is not an unbelievable card. He's not the best popper in the world, although with shooting badges, he's just fine as a popper. He is not the best inside defender in the game, although he's good. He is not the best dunker in the game, although he is good. And he is not the biggest card in the game, although he is big. He is very usable at the center position, though, and if you are a Victor Wembanyama fan, this is the best Wemby that you can use for free, easily. I mean, the fact you can get this card for free is a W, and I think he is pretty solid. And honestly, this card being free is about the only good thing about today's drop, because there's a lot to hate about today's drop for sure. But this free Wemby is not that, and this card is a heck of a lot of fun to use. So with that being said, I hope y'all did enjoy the video. I know it was post-comms. I know that's different, but the gameplay itself was still really good and very fun, and I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.